somebody else. But truth be told is that the manner in which it was run, the over-centralized nature it was being run, did not help things at all.
So I really want to touch on this issue of party growth, because when we talk to members of the third force, whether it's NIM or whether it's COA party or whether it's Obasanjo.
Incidentally, I belong to NIM as well. NIM is not a party.
A movement, yes. Well, when you talk to these movements, what comes up is this idea of voter education, sensitization. And while we know that that's important, how do you translate that notion, that talk, that concept into action? Because people are wondering, at the end of the day, if you don't have the financial muscle that these major parties have, and the electoral process is so influenced by money, what is the strategy, the actual tangible strategy that is going to be employed that will ensure that voter education can overpower and overwhelm the influence of finance on the next election?
Well, I'm sorry, we have to give you time to ponder on that question. We'll have to take a moment and be back shortly.
All right.
Please stay with us.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Shina Fagbero Byron is still with us in the studio. He's a development expert, a lawyer, and also a member of COA Party. And just before we went on break, our jury was asking you a question on how, money might be underplayed with the strategy which you're talking about.
Okay, you see, this time around, there's a number of people who hadn't participated in elections before that are now conscious and interested, including quite a number of people who have their own money. So I believe that there's going to be some kind of course, there's going to be a coalition of parties. More people are going to be involved in the elections. More people are going to invest in Nigeria's future beyond the politics and beyond the regular money bags that put their hand in politics.
So the question I want to ask you is, when you look at the political realities of political godfatherism in the country, and certain individuals with massive influence, look at Kwara State and the Senate President, you think of Asiwaju Tinubu in the Southwest, you think of Dr. Pt.2 in River State. There are certain individuals that are very key to who wins power in certain areas. And I want to ask you, as a small party, how do you bring on board some of these political heavyweights?
Well, we tend not to focus entirely alone on political heavyweights. Political heavyweights themselves rely on the sensitivity they have to what their people feel. What is a leader without the people that follow them? The idea is to bring as many people who are thinking in a different way. Now, you have the APC, you have the PDP, the usual players who have been involved, and many of them are even recalibrating themselves to be this so-called third force, which for me is just an alternative or a secondary name for the existing parties. Now, what you need to do is to appeal to new players, new people. There are a number of people that I know that are interested in politics, who are very wealthy, who are very rich, maybe not politically as experienced as those who you say. Those people who you've mentioned came about it as a result of past activities, being in government, and a groundswell of followership that they have been able to to engage with. Now, we're going to rely heavily on the press as well. I keep saying that the press continues to perpetuate some of the issues by giving the microphone to the same set of people. It's visibility. People want to see new things. People want to see new faces. People want to see and appreciate that Nigeria is not just made up just a few people. There are 180 million people in this country.
So your thoughts are that you can do without the godfathers?
Well, we need more God brothers and more God sisters. If all the God brothers and the God sisters came together, we will outdo the God fathers. Usually, the fathers are usually a minority in a home.
Well, we'll see how that eventually pans out. 2018 is leading to 2019. We have to thank you most kindly for coming on Sunrise Daily. Shina Fagbero Byron is a development expert, a lawyer, and also a member of COA Party.
The party with the telephone? I had to slip that in, sorry.
Well, thank you so much for coming on Sunrise
for having
Daily.
me.
That's a program here from Abuja today. Thank you so much for being such wonderful company. I'm Maukbe Ogun Yusuf.
Thank you for watching, everybody. I'm Ajuri Ngalale.
Oh, yes, indeed. Certainly interesting months ahead, I reckon. That's the show as well. Thank you for watching. I'm Chamberlain Uso.
Thanks for watching. I'm Gimba Omar.
I'm Neo Taig. Have yourself a beautiful